and we'll see if I go from here. Maybe I'll pick up World of Warcraft. I play Guild Wars. I play for 3 months. I get bored. I've never picked up the game since then.
It's funny. Yeah, well, I mean, I've got a cousin who's pretty into World of Warcraft, and even my uncle's like, yeah, he's gonna burn out soon. I'm like, oh, we'll see. But
Evercrack.
Yeah, basically, yeah, Evercrack. That's right. I mean, some people like this guy are pretty addicted. God damn, it's crazy to have all those monitors. I mean, and all those mice. Those are. I'm looking at the picture. What I'm looking at, these are the stuff that he has isn't cheap. So
Let's have a day.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, the rig looks cool. I mean, but other than that, like that kind of, I guess that's the thing that ticks me off. I guess you could say. So the stereotypes, I guess, is definitely playing into that. But yeah, World of Warcraft, man, crazy. It's because
more people
that game was not on IGN's top 100 games of all time at all.
It's because it hasn't improved. It hasn't been fun. It just ruined people's lives.
That, and there was another one, because I was reading some of the comments, and some people pointed out that, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. There was another game, too, that didn't make the list that's pretty popular nowadays. I totally forget what it is, though. So, it's funny, though, Melee and Brawl came out one right after another. Yeah, on the list. Yeah. I thought that was kind of a... Yeah, that's pretty cool and interesting. And I think they were probably top 30 at least. They were top 30 definitely at least, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah. So other than that, I don't know. That's gamers are fickle, I guess.
Yeah.
Wind Waker. Pretty much all the Zelda games are on here. Yeah. Oh yeah. People were so surprised that the original game was so far back. Like, you guys are fucking idiots.
The original Zelda? How old is it?
That game came out in '88, I want to say. 86.
So old. When did the original Mario come
85.
out? No.
So. Like I said, I'll agree. That game definitely helped out the industry. You know what I mean? It's one game where you can hear, about 5 seconds of the theme song and know exactly what it is, you know? That's definitely saying something. I mean, anyone, you ask anyone what, you start going, do-do-do-do-do-do. You start doing that, people are like, oh.
Not just in the U.S.
Everywhere, They said somewhere, I forget where I read it, Mario is bigger than Mickey Mouse worldwide. Yeah.
Wow.
That is pretty wild.
You know what's a game that hasn't had any new releases in a while? King's Quest.
Yeah,
Remember King's
they had,
Quest?
9 of them?
Something like that, 9 or 10. That's all right. How many Final Fantasies have there been? They're on, like, what?
Yeah. Well, again, Zelda's too. I mean, and again, with those games, it was, you had one really good game, then you had about 3 of them that were like, eh. But King's Quest, that's funny. Yeah, Wii Music. Did we talk about Wii Music last week? I think we did.
I don't know. I saw a commercial for it, though.
It's getting pretty shit reviews. Matt Casamassina of IGN gave it a 5.0, a 5.0, and one of the comments I thought was funny goes, he's just pissed that this wasn't Kid Icarus or anything like that they were hoping for. So, honestly, I played Kid Icarus on the original NES. It's really hard and really frustrating, and it kind of sucks. So I don't know what the big deal is. And like when people were excited that Pit was coming out and Brawl, I'm like, I just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about the next Smash Brothers game. I wouldn't care if they didn't bring out another.
Can you hear that? Could you hear that?
Hear what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to play the Super Mario theme. It wasn't working. Never mind. My attempt at sound effects.
Well, we gotta find a way to do this online somehow. Like stream.
Well, you were playing before, and I could hear it. How come I could hear it
my
then?
Speakers were... Well, my speakers are amazing. No. I don't know how. No, oh, sorry, do you hear this?
Please,
That's it. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hear that.
Well, what? Don't you have a laptop? Well, that could be it
Yes.
right there.
Mm.
Because laptop speakers usually shit. So.
Yep.
Oh,
I have a laptop. Oh, yeah. Well, anyway. I'm listening through my headphones, though.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Do you have any more news, I guess you could say, with the gaming industry?
Not yet. They gave Prince of Persia a title.
Yeah, it's like World Conquest or
Prince
something.
of Persia game.
What is it called?
Huh?
World
Yeah, I think you
Conquest?
said it.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's not really a great
Yeah, it's
title.
kind of like, oh, really? World, but
Yeah. It sounds more like it should be a World of Corruption. I'm sorry.
of corruption, that's what it's called.
World of Corruption. Yeah, it sounds like it should be like a World War II game or something, or like War Simulator
Spy
game.
or
You
something?
know? Yeah. Not Spy. Like World of Corruption, like a real-time strategy game or something.
Kind of like World of Conflict.
Yeah, or something. I don't know. You're the strategy game dude.
Yeah. Which is an amazing game. World in Conflict. It's a RTS game for the PC.
Which games were in conflict? Which games were in conflict? I mean, which worlds were in conflict?
Well, it's a alternate history. It's the end of the Cold War. Okay, so it's 1989, and instead of Russia just kind of imploding in on itself, they decide to take over the world, and they invade Europe. So we send our guys out there to help them out while they're invading Europe. But they sneak into the U.S. by cargo from Cuba and stuff like that. So there's this the cinematics are absolutely amazing, and they actually use, for the majority of the I guess you could say the videos are in-game engine is the in-game engine, and it looks really good if you have the machine. So they're invading, I think Seattle, Washington. They go from there. They actually
You have to fight off the Russians in Seattle.
The West Coast. So, which makes sense.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's absolutely terrible.
Well, it can't be Cuba. Now I think of it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But they invade the U.S. and it looks pretty cool. And the game is absolutely amazing for RTS because you don't have to worry about resource gathering or building a base. You have all the units you need, and you can call in reinforcements. It's awesome. And I think this is the first RTS game that kicks ass multiplayer too. Yeah, because everyone thinks,
that's cool.
Like, all right, I'm going to be tanks. I'm going to be people. Blah blah blah. Infantry, I should say. The Air Force or whatever. And you go in at like that, and you call in airstrikes. You can eventually build up to nukes. It's really good. Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely good. But yeah, it
sounds good.
If you have the computer to play it. So, I don't know.
I don't know, Dave. I don't know.
My way to fill in time. I know.
Sorry, I'm making fun of you. I know.
Anything else? Okay.
No, not on my end.
I watched 2 movies. My buddy Nick let me borrow some movies. He's like my movie guy. When I wanna, if I have any questions or any opinions that he might have, I ask him usually about whatever. He lets me borrow movies. He let me borrow 2 movies, and the first one is called The Gray Zone. It has David Arquette, Steve Buscemi, and I think Stanley Tucci. It's about a World War II crematorium camp during the Holocaust, okay? And it's run by obviously the Nazis, but they have, I forget what they're called. They're not called commandos. Maybe special, I don't know. But they have Jewish people kind of running things in a sense for 4 months, and then they would be killed. And their job would be to basically herd Jewish people into.
Hey, Mike. I hear you.
Okay. They would herd them into shower rooms, make them undress, bring them to the showers, and that's where they would gas them. The Gray